doing it. And so I wanted, again, to make you all a part of this. And what's special about the books for me is that I really took my time with both books. Again, guys, this is the pre-launch night at 12 a.m. Both of my new releases launched. The bestseller, Lord of My Land, already in its first week is a bestseller on Amazon.com. And then also The Solution, How Africans in America Achieve Liberty, Justice, and Repair. And The Solution is my baby. It is like, it's really as much work as I've been doing in the community as a human rights activist. The Solution gave me an opportunity to brain dump and really give my community, I'm gonna talk about that in a second, solutions and answers for the ailments in which we've been suffering for like forever, ever. And everybody's like, what are we gonna do about it then? What are we gonna do about it then? All right, police brutality, what are we gonna do about it then? Mass incarceration, what are we gonna do about it then? Urban poverty, what are we gonna do about it then? Oh, we talk to each other poorly, black on black crime, what are we gonna do about it then? And so I put my critical thinking hat on, and I use the same skills I use to build a multi-million-dollar business for myself. I put that same skills, same effort, same strategic thinking into trying to figure out, and not trying to, but really figuring out some practical action steps that the African community in America can follow to unify ourselves, to get justice, and to repair ourselves, and to seek repair. And that was it. As I've been, a human rights activist, and I've been focusing on solutions, I always wondered why, hold on. I always wondered why everyone who was an activist would always focus on the problems and write these books on elaborating on the problems, which are well needed. So I appreciate all of our, educators and all of those who are like in that space who have like come before us. What the heck? Now my conference call cut off. We're having trouble tonight. But I appreciate everybody that's been, in that space. I don't remember what the call code was.
This service is provided by freeconferencing.com.
Let me see. Hold on, Facebook Live.
Followed by the pound. This message will repeat.
Let's see. 36. 5. Here you go, Ken. Go. Back to it. Oh, what? Back to it.
Access code accepted. There are 24 participants in this conference. This conference is being recorded. Q&A session started.
All right, I got booted out. They don't want me to shine. But so anyway, I want to really hop into the books. Lord of My Land, 5 Steps to Homeownership is really simple. It's the most thorough homeownership guide you could ever read. At the end of the day, I took every question that I've heard anyone ask about buying a home over the last 11 years, and I answered all your questions before you asked them. Once you read this book, you will understand everything about buying your first, second, third home, whatever it is. You understand everything about buying a home, from fighting your fear to establishing your team. How do you interview realtors? How do you pick a house? How do you know a price point? How do you get pre-qualified? How do you get pre-approved? What's the difference between pre-qualified and pre-approved? Right? How do you buy a multifamily house? How do you get financing? How do you build your credit? That's not right. Like everything you want to know about being lord of your land, like being the landlord, being the owner, like understanding that real estate is so important because it gives us power and control. It gives us control over the mineral rights, the land. It gives us control over the air rights above the house and the actual property, where you own all that when you own real estate. So I just broke all that down, all the way to post-closing strategies. After you're closing a house, what do you do next? We talked about that. So it's really a 5-step, extremely thorough, easy read, a guide for how you be the lord of your land, how you become a homeowner, become the lord of your land. So it's really something that I imagine to be a staple on coffee tables around the country, where everyone, you don't gotta wait till you get through high school and college and just scratch your head. Like my whole thing is like, I realized as I've gotten the wealth building space and into real estate, coming out of poverty, coming out of the streets, coming out of prison, I realized that no one ever taught us this stuff. Like no college, no school, like no one intentionally taught us these basic things we need to know that has helped me make millions of dollars in my lifetime. Why didn't nobody give us this simple ass game? And so instead of complaining about it, I always put my solution hat on. I'm like, all right, well, then I'm gonna play my part in giving us this game. And so with Lord of My Land, again, it's just a simple, the most easy to read, layman's terms, plain, like you don't gotta, it's just as easy as it gets. A teenager could literally read it and understand how to buy their first house. or buy their second house or buy a home, be the Lord of their land. And that's the goal, is to prepare everybody to be homeowners. And again, it starts from the first chapter of stripping away your fear, fighting your fear, because you make all these excuses in your head as to why you can't do it. And you don't even know why you can't do it because you don't even know enough about how it's done to even know why you can't do it. So we're going to strip away the fear and all the concerns, and then we're going to get to work. And you give everyone a blueprint. So everyone in that book gets a blueprint, action steps on how to buy your first crib. It's so recommended, right? And as I said, tonight the ebooks we're launching for 2 days only, October 14th and 15th. They're 99 cents for both books. You get 2 books for $2. And then you can also purchase the hard copies. Both links you can purchase at Amazon.com and also at BarnesandNoble.com. And they're also in over 1,000 libraries throughout the country. And we're requesting more and more libraries as well. So that's the gist of Lord of My Land. Again, it was like, I'm for sure, besides before NBC called me a real estate expert and before I was a celebrity realtor, before all of that, I've been a real estate expert. I've been doing this. And I do this really well. And anybody that has been in my conferences, webinars, etc., like, I know what I'm doing. Anybody has done business with me, closed deals with me, made tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars with me, like I get the bag, like I get it. And so the easiest thing for me to do, the easiest contribution to society I can make is simply making a home ownership guide that everybody can understand. That's what Lord of My Land was about. And especially one that my community can understand, because I'm really intentional about repairing and healing my community, as we're going to talk about getting into this second book. And so lately, the last couple of days, I've been doing a lot of self-reflecting on my community message, my community approach. And all I want is the end results, right? I'm not, like, it's not about letting off steam. It's not about anger. It's not about, being militant or revolutionary for the sake of just doing it. It's about, I want to see results in my community, and my heart hurts for my community. I see how jacked up we are, for lack of better words. I see the trauma that we suffer on all different levels. Like, I posted a post today, right? Here's an example. I posted a post today talking about how we as Black men, African men in America, got to stand up for our women, right? A passionate post. Like, stand up for our women. Those are our women. Stand up for our women. And a motivational post, like, come on, kings, let's do it. And then a king commented on a post like, I bet he don't even date sisters. Like, out of all the Black love that I exhibited, out of all the passion, we still find a way to pull out some kind of like self-degradation and self-hate. And so it's like such an uphill battle. I mean, obviously that's just trolls on the internet, but just in general, it's like that in real life. Like, trying to heal and unify and repair Black people after 398 years of us as Africans in America just being demoralized, dehumanized, deculturalized, denationalized. Like, just that has had a tremendous effect on how we have regrouped. And then the thing is, when we want to regroup and repair ourselves and do better for ourselves, right? And we have Black unity. If you guys who can see me, see the African flag behind me, the red, black, and the green. And when we are intentional about being pro-African and pro-Black and not anti-anybody else, like, I love all people. I love every single race, nationality, color, ethnicity, religion. I love all people. That's why I say I'm a human rights activist. It's just that the human rights of my people are being violated, have been violated, have never been rectified or redressed. So, but when Black people come together, right, the first part of the solution is how Africans in America achieve unity, justice, and repair. So let's talk about, and mind you, I'm pushing all y'all, get Lord of My Land, that's cool. I don't even care if you get Lord of My Land. That's just your home ownership guide. You need it, cool, get it. I need everybody to get the solution. You've been asking for the solution for our community forever. I'm giving us a solution, and I'm qualified to do so because I've been through every rank of our community. And that's why I expose my life for how it is. I've been through poverty. I've been born to a single mom. I've been through abuse in my home. I've been through having drug abuse in my home. I've been through free lunch and welfare, food stamps, WIC lines. I've been a high school dropout. I've been homeless. I've been on workless. I've been on prison. I've been on parole. I've had house ankle bracelets. I've been married. I've been divorced. I've dated. I've been single. I've been rich, I've been poor, I've been bankrupt, I've been rich again. So I've been through every wave of what we can go through as a people. I've been conscious, I've been non-conscious, I've been arrogant. I've been humble. So I honestly get, I've carried guns. I've talked about let's love each other. But so I get through and through what we go through. That's why I'm qualified. And even with all I've been through in my life, I've been able to pull myself up out of bootstraps time and time again and make a difference, constantly evolve and constantly grow to where it's not just about my success or my companies or my money or any accolades. It's about what legendary impact can I have and how can I help those who are least amongst us and how can I help my people and leave a mark while I'm here on this earth? How can I squeeze my potential and use the gifts that God gave me to the maximum, the best of my capacity? I could use these same gifts just to build the J. Morrison empire. And that'd be selfish as hell. Knowing I have a capacity to help tens of millions of people and help my community and to do what real men are supposed to do. When you know that your tribe, that your village, your community, that your people are hurting and are underserved. And so I want to break down the title of the book. And the first part of it is how Africans in America. So I want to talk about that. I don't subscribe to African American because African American, to me, one, is just a made up name that we didn't really vote on or have any say so in. It's what I guess Jesse Jackson and whomever else in there decided we were after we were Negroes and coloreds and niggers and everything else, chattel slaves, property. But African Americans are like, it's like Africans that are claimed by America. An African in America is somebody that understands their roots first. My root first is African. My ancestors were African. They weren't American. They were Africans who were stolen, kidnapped from Africa and brought here and then left here after the chattel enslavement ended in 1865. They still were Africans. Just because you left them here didn't make them any more American. And we had a 3/5 of a man law and a 13th Amendment that didn't benefit us, and Jim Crow didn't benefit us, and vagrancy taxes didn't benefit us, and Black Code didn't benefit us, and peonage didn't benefit us, and COINTELPRO didn't benefit us, and Tuskegee experiments didn't benefit us, and mass incarceration didn't benefit us, and biased laws didn't benefit us, and biased policies didn't benefit us, biased sentencing didn't benefit us, biased school systems didn't benefit us, right? Unequal education, redlining, right? All this is in the solution. The great part about the solution is that it's all facts. I don't get into all the theories. I don't get into the opinions. The only way that Africans in America, and not just Black people or Africans, white people, Hispanic people, Asian people, Indian people, any people of any descent, the only way that we win the human rights battle is by sticking to the truths and the facts. So my entire book is based on facts. That way I can win any. How I won the Fox News debate is I stuck to the facts, not the emotions, not the opinions, the facts. And so the fact of the matter is that whether you believe it or not, or you want to believe it or not, because you've been brainwashed to feel like African is so bad, African is so ugly, and our flag is so militant, but the Israeli flag is not militant to a Jewish person. The Italian flag is not militant to an Italian person. The Greek flag is not militant to a Greek person. So why should the African and Black liberation flag be militant to you? Or you allow someone to think that that flag is militant? That flag is our heritage. That's our culture. That flag is Black love. And so as Africans in America, because we're here, and I'm working on a campaign, and it speaks about it in the solution, a campaign for dual citizenship in Africa. So when they hit you with that, why don't you go about the Africa in line? Oh yeah, we're going to. And we're going to be in America. We're going to be dual citizens of Africa and America. And we're going to get our claim of what we have here and what our ancestors died and fought and built for. And we're going to come back and connect with our people in the motherland. And we're going to build wealth there too and tap into those resources. The best of both worlds. Africans in America. So we don't need you to claim us. We're going to claim ourselves and stake what we own, right? So that's the first part of the title. How Africans in America achieve unity, justice, and repair. And so the first part of the book, you guys are going to love this read. I'm telling you, this book is going to be like our Black Bible. And I feel confidently saying that. I'm okay with saying that. It's going to be a liberation book of action steps for Black people, for Africans in America, what we do and how we do it. And part of the reason why I wrote this book, and I wrote this book, 90% of it in 2 days. I shut all my phones off, no Instagram, no post, no connection with the outside world. other than grabbing a little bit of food. Other than that, I wrote a 24,000 word book in 2 days because I understand what comes with this space. When you're a truth teller, when you're a leader, when you're bucking the system, when you're standing up for the unjust, when you're standing up against injustices, you're standing up for the just, and you're doing what I'm doing, I know what comes with this seat. And it was very important for me to make sure that I left a blueprint for everyone. God forbid anything happened to me. Everyone says, well, we have leaders and something always happens to our leaders. Well, learning from history, whether Jay Morrison's around or not, you guys now have a solution blueprint to follow on what we need to do and how we need to do it. And it's not, of course, me calling on my demise or incarceration or any ill will towards myself. Of course not. But again, it was my motivation to make sure that my legacy piece is to use this genius that God gave me. Like, I know how to come up with some stuff. I know how to create. I know how to execute. I understand strategy. I understand being big and bodacious and how to pull off big and bodacious. And if you all will join me in following the steps in this solution book and making your brother buy one, your sister buy one, shoot, pass it on to them. Leave it in your back car, somebody take it, go buy a new one. If we get this book around the community, I'm telling you, it's the easiest read. It makes so much sense. I swear to you, the solution book, no promo. There's no promo. I'm telling you, one reading solution book will change your whole entire life. If I challenge any black person, any African in America, I challenge any white person or European in America to read that book. It will give you a whole different perspective on the experience of Africans in America and what we need to do, because the book is not any knock on any other race. The book is about our unity, our justice, and our repair. It has everything to do with us and nothing to do with anybody else. And that's okay, because that's what culture is about. That's what self-determination is about, self-resilience is about, self-reliance is about. And so in the first real chapter of the book, it's only 3 chapters in the book. It's a 3-chapter book. The first chapter of the book is how we achieve unity. What does unity look like? Don't tell me black people got to unify without telling me how to unify. Stop telling me that Africans in America need to be unified, and you're not giving me a subscription and a blueprint on how we unify. And so that's what we did. I wrote out literally what we have to do to be a unified people. And then what are the pros to us unifying? One of the pros to us unifying is we put ourselves in a position to actually receive justice. One of the reasons why we never receive justice for all the human rights violations committed against our people is because the Supreme Court and the World Court does not acknowledge African Americans as legitimate people. We're not a nationality. Where's our nation? Where's the nation of African America? So it leaves us to rely on America, the only country we have alliance with. We have to go to America through civil rights and ask America to penalize itself for what it does to us. And I quote Malcolm. Malcolm X is a heavy influence in my book. And I think I helping to enlighten Malcolm's legacy, because many of us look at Malcolm as the Malcolm who hated white people and called them devils and was really regurgitating his experience with European Americans during that time and what he was taught. But I also pinpoint the evolution of Malcolm the months before he was assassinated, where Malcolm said, I'm willing to work with anyone of any color, any religion, any creed, any ethnicity or nationality, as long as you were about fighting injustice everywhere. That was the Malcolm that left the earth that we didn't get a chance to know much because he was assassinated. Malcolm was willing to work with anybody of any color against injustice. And so Malcolm's a heavy influence. But one thing that Malcolm said in the book, or I quoted Malcolm in the book, is you can't take Uncle Sam to Uncle Sam's court. We keep trying to get justice going to the same people that's punching us in the eye. Doesn't make any sense. It's backwards. So I gave us a solution to who we go to get justice, how we get there, and then what we gotta do to position ourselves to get there. I broke it all down in layman's terms, plain English, on what we got to do. So that speaks to how we unify, and then how we get justice, and then I focus on in solution in our third chapter, how we repair ourselves and how we seek to repair the restitution, the repair aid, and reparation that we're due. As simple as that. But we can't see, everybody has to understand that our solution is twofold. It's two accountabilities. There is an American government accountability for the atrocities and the trauma and the oppression that it has burdened my people with. But there's, not but, that's period. There's also a repair necessary and accountability that Africans in America have to have for ourselves in our own actions. See, that stops that whole, what about black and black crime? What about this? What about that? No, it's all of that. I'm not going to focus. I'm certainly going to focus on us and what we got to do for us. But I'm not going to forget the perpetrator. I'm not going to forget the person that preyed on our women and children and on our men and demasculated our men who put us in this condition. We will not forget. But we will not use that as an excuse to bail out on our own repair, on building our own character, our own core values, our own moral compass. We got to step the fuck up. We got to level up. As people, we got to step up. But it does not mean we forget the perpetrator. So all of this is broken down in the solution book. I believe it is a game changer. I believe it is a community changer. I believe it is a world changer. I believe God inspired me and blessed me to write that book the way it was written, in the time in which it was written, in the time in which it came out. And I encourage you all not just to get the ebook, but get the hard copy so you can pass it around. If you get the ebook, print it out. Keep it in your car, keep it in your dashboard. Bring it to church or mosque or temple with you. It really, and mind you, I must understand, and I write it in the book, it's not the end-all, be-all, only solution. I'm not that arrogant. I'm not arrogant at all. I'm not that pompous to believe that I have the one and only solution for our people. But it is a great framework. It is a great blueprint. It is a great starting point, launch pad for what we need to do. It is clear and concise and precise and strategic about what we need to do as a people, regardless of who's in the lead, who's at the helm, who's the charismatic leader of that time. It is what we need to do. It is what has not been given to us. That has been one of my biggest focuses as a humanitarian, as a real estate expert, developer, coach, mentor, as the owner of a thriving school, is that I want to give us the education that we never got. I want to give us the solutions that we never got. I want to give us the repair that we never got. I want to give us the justice that we never got. I want to give us the unity that we never got. I don't want to sit here in this lifetime and be another person talking about what coulda, woulda, shoulda, and what we can't do. Everyone said I couldn't be who I am today. I couldn't even get a real estate license with a felony, let alone 3 felonies. Everyone said I'll come back to the streets. 2 weeks after I left the block in North New Jersey, everybody said I'll be back in 2 weeks after 10 years of selling dope, coke, weed, and everything else. I ain't never looked back. So I don't believe in what you're telling me I can't do, because I don't already defied the odds. So you can tell me what my people can't do. I know what we can do. We Africans, not Africains. We can do anything we put our mind to. We done climbed up from the mud. They didn't give us no chance. And here we are, still thriving. But we got a lot of work to do. We're still in last place. So I'm giving us a blueprint for how we get out of last place. Let's be friendly competitive. We don't got to be dead last forever. It's on us. Marcus Garvey said a really great thing. Marcus Garvey said, don't be mad at the white man or the Jewish man for doing what they're supposed to do. They're doing what they're supposed to do. They are supporting and encouraging and helping their race thrive. You, as a black man, as an African man of African descent, you handle your business and do what you're supposed to do for your community. Don't be mad at somebody else for balling. They balling. They do what they're supposed to do. They scoring. They putting up buckets. They're supposed to want to win. Now, where's your drive and your thrive to want to win? See, don't let people put us. Someone said to me on Twitter, I said, my mission is to unify, repair, and heal my people. They said, why not unify, repair, and heal all people? I said, if God gave you that passion and that purpose to unify and heal all people, then God bless you. Go get it. Go do it. That's not the mission that God gave me. God didn't say, Jay, go heal, unify, and repair all people. God said, take care of my people and I will take care of you. That's what he told me in 2011. God told me to unify, heal, and repair my people. Don't let people spin you to make you think that if you're being intentional about the repair and the healing and unification of our people, that you're somehow biased or you're somehow against everybody. So you mean if you're for women's rights, you got to be for men's rights too? I mean, you should be for all rights, right? We all are. But if your focus is women's rights, is it fair for me to say, hey, what about my rights as a man? If your focus is helping extinct whales, then who am I to tell you you should focus on the extinct bees or extinct giraffes or extinct elephants? Your calling is your calling. People play this mind game with us. And 1 second, I want to take a sip of water. 1 second. So I'm about to go with. People play this Jedi mind trick with us as black people, Africans in America, intentionally or unintentionally. And who said that to me was actually a black person. Most of the time, the distractions we get are from other Africans in America who are either lost or either trying to position themselves or doing a part of whomever, however, whatever. And many people play this Jedi mind trick with us that we got to make everything universal and about everybody. And don't focus on yourselves. Who the hell? So when the Jewish Germans went through their Holocaust, did they not focus on themselves and their own repair? Was their reparations not given to themselves? Why did they give reparations to everybody after the Jewish Holocaust? Why was the focus on the Jews? If it's about everybody, give reparations to everybody. But it's not. You repair those who were traumatized. You repair those who were oppressed. You unify those who were disunified. Don't let people play this mind trick with us. People say, oh, what about black on black crime? Or what about, we're disunified or we're against each other or all these things. So when we try to get together under our flag, you knock that. And I'm not talking about any race of people right now. I'm talking about people in general, because it happens in all nationalities. It's like people want us to be better, but they don't really want us to be better. It's like, if you want us to be better, then leave us the fuck alone and let us get better. Let us heal, let us huddle up, and let us do what we gotta do. But see, we don't even gotta say a let us. We don't need anybody's permission to do what we gotta do for self. Watch your fingers. You don't need anybody's permission. That's like you going to somebody, your kid just went through a car accident. Your child, went through a car accident. And your child is trying to heal from the trauma of the car accident. But somebody else is trying to tell you that you need to be focusing on all the kids in the classroom, but it's your child. You're going to focus on your baby first, on your house first. And know somebody's crazy for telling you that you're crazy for doing so. Don't let nobody play this mind trick with us that we crazy for trying to get our stuff together, that we crazy for trying to repair our people. I do disagree with disrespecting any race or nationality of people. I'm not with that. Again, I love all people. I don't have a problem with us fighting, speaking sternly, or standing up against people who are trying to oppress our people or who support the oppressors of our people. Let's be clear who our enemy is, if you want to call it that, who our adversary is, who's oppressing us. It is the American government and American government system that's been created to oppress and exploit African people. And it's happening to this day through the government system. No matter how good of people you put into office, to Congress, or into your police department, or your DA's department, or on your judges' benches, they're still operating off the same system that was built to exploit the free and cheap labor of Africans in America and poor people. And so all this is broken down in a solution book. I don't want to hold us here all night in this conference call, this YouTube Live, this Periscope, but Facebook Live. All I want to say is, I gave you all the real estate book, Lord of My Land. Yo, it's the winner for your family. You ain't got to ask nobody no more questions about simple basics of home ownership. I broke it all down. Everything you need to do. All down, super thorough. Get the hard copy or get the ebook. The ebook is on sale for 2 days of promotion for 99 cents, along with the solution for 2 days for 99 cents. 2 books for 2 days for $2. This Friday, starting midnight tonight, Friday and Saturday, the 14th and 15th. What I do ask of you, my only ask, I ain't asking for anything, but I'm asking for this. I'm pulling all favorite cards. As your mentor, your brother, your coach, your inspiration, role model, whatever you want to call me. I don't ask for it. I put in work for our people consistently. And if you're somebody new following me and you don't get it yet, go Google or go scroll down my IG or do something. But this work is authentic. This is black love in the flesh. And again, no matter what nationality you are, I need you, anyone from any other nationality, to understand and respect. I work with people of all nationalities. I employ people in my staff of all nationalities. I love everybody of every nationality. I am just very intentional and purposeful about healing my people that are lost, broken, oppressed, and traumatized. My house is on fire and my family's in there. Please, if you're pissed at me for going to put the fire out in my family's house, then damn you. Because my family's house is burning up. And those kings and queens inside are my extended family. And if I don't take care of them, no one else will. I can't rely on anybody else to take care of my family before me. And so I'm only intentional about repairing and healing my people because statistically, factually, and in reality, we need it. As simple as that. And everyone of any color or race or nationality should respect it, because I will respect you for doing the same damn thing, as you should. It's as simple as that. And so my only ask of everyone, of every nationality, of every color, any supporter, Periscope, Facebook Live, YouTube Live, conference call, wherever you get, is for you not to only support and purchase these books, whether it be the e-copy or the hard copy, but to also leave a high rating, a 5-star rating, and a positive comment, if you will, on the book. And I don't mean, because I say this, people are like, hey, Jay, text me that video you did, right? I was talking to one of T.I., right? Like T.I. Tip here in Atlanta. I was talking to one of T.I.'s kings, right? One of his boys. And I was supposed to text him a video. And I talked to him on the phone, and I'm about to text you the video. And then I got distracted and he sent it to him for like 7 hours later, right? You know how we just get caught up in what we're doing? So I'm asking you guys, like set your alarm clock, your priority, like a true responsibility priority. Like make me in this mission a priority in life. Just right now, it's my only ask. And I don't ask much. You go on the list. I don't ask much or nothing. Self-made, self-paid, I don't ask for anything. But I do have a passion for repairing our community, and I do know what this book will do when circulated around our community. I know what this book will do for our people. One read. So I do ask everyone to support this book at midnight when it drops. You can do it right now to pre-order. I do want to crush the 14th, its actual release date. So if you haven't purchased yet and you're responsible enough to do it after midnight, I do want to crush first day sales on the 14th. I would like high 5-star ratings, and I would love your positive comments. And let's get this movement moving. Read it and pass it on. That's got to be the solution hashtag, the solution. Read it and pass it on. Read it and pass it on. We finally got one, y'all. We got what we've been asking for, how Africans in America achieve unity, justice, and repair, and a solution book, a basis to our economic stimulation through home ownership in real estate. That's the basis of wealth building. And that's how we're going to help this year, in our Level Up campaign. We're going to help 10,000 families or individuals earn at least increase their net worth $100,000 through what we bring to the table. Like that's our goal. We're trying to bring $1 billion of new revenue to the community in 2017. $1 billion of new revenue to my community in 2017, helping 10,000 families increase their net worth by $100,000. And we got it. So again, thank y'all for all support, all love. Thanks King Core for holding both cameras. Thanks Queen Jazz for moderating the call. And everybody that's supported me, I want y'all to understand something. And you know, when I was in prison, my cellmate used to always say, my cellmate, you guys know, was a double lifer. He had 2 homicides, had 30 years in prison. And, you know, he was a guy I was locked up with for 8 months, 18 hours a day. He was like my mentor. And he used to say, You might not see it in the wash, but you'll see it in the rinse. And I didn't get it. I was like 19, 20 years old. What the hell are you talking about, Led? But what he's saying is that people can pretend to be whoever they pretend to be. And you might not see it in the washing cycle, but inevitably in the rinse cycle, you will see who everybody is. And one thing I guarantee you guys for sure, 1,000%, as you watch my everyday walk, my character, everything will always add up. I'm as authentic as they come. I've had so many people come into my brand and my company and my life and tell me how 100 they are, and I salute you, King, and I'm riding for you and all of that, and be backstab snatchers, stabbers, and crumb snatchers, and brand manipulators, and whatever the hell is. Yo, ain't nothing, there's no bad energy in me. I do everything from the heart, for it's pure. And I'm glad that God brought me to this point. I ain't always been this way. But I am as pure, as humble, as loving, as passionate, as caring, and as brave as they come. And I love my people that much. And I'm willing to ride and die for my people. And you guys gonna see that. Whether you believe me now, you wake up now, or later, because my walk don't change. Whether it's a corner class, whether it's a Freddie Gray protest, an Al Sterling protest, a solutions book, this new group that we just formed, United Agenda, which is going to have an economic stimulation component to our community, the Tulsa Real Estate Fund, the J. Morrison Academy, no matter what it is, it's my goal, my life's purpose, my life's work to unify, repair, and get justice for our people, my people, to put out the damn fire that's been blazing for 398 years. It got to come to an end one day, and it's going to take bravery. It's going to take passion. It's going to take love in order for us to do it. You can't be no punk in this work. And it's as simple as that. I'll take the shots. I'll take the bullets. I'm talking about verbally. Hopefully, it's only verbally. But I'm saying that I'll bear this cross to the best I can. I'm not the only one. I'm not saying like I'm the only leader and the Messiah, the heaven sent. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying in contributing my efforts to our people, I will do it to the maximum of my capacity. And when the smear campaign comes, when they come and try to smear my name, y'all just know that ain't nothing, there's nothing to hold water to nothing that says anything about me. Because the only thing they're going to try to do is discredit my character. Because everything is so real. And when that comes, y'all hold true, like, yo, this is the real. Like, this is the real. Like, I am the real. I know that for a fact. It don't get no realer. Been tried and tested and true in hell and hot water. From facing 3 years of life in prison to 15 years in prison to Fed charges to any kind of pressure I face, I don't fold. I don't bend. And that God built me that way. I know that God built me and put me through the streets and prison and real estate and business and everything else to develop me for this time of my life. Like, God developed me. He molded me. He groomed me to be this guy, to be this king right here at this moment. He gave me the articulation I have, the comprehension skills that I have, the swagger that I have, the statesmanship that I have, the critical thinking skills, strategic thinking skills, the business acumen. God gave me all that. This ain't Jay Morrison shit. This God's plan. God gave me all that. He made me 6'3", 220 for the stature I have, everything I have to have to be who I need to be in this moment of time for our people. I know that for a fact. It's the only reason why I'm here. Only for y'all. It's the only reason why I'm here. There's no other reason. I'm not here to get money, to build a large real estate portfolio, or any of those things. All those things are meant to fuel my journey, my mission in this agenda, this goal to achieve unity, justice, and repair for our people. My whole life's mission, my whole life's work is just that. Period. So I encourage you all to support this movement, these two pieces of literature. I'm going into 36 years, October 30th, and will likely be a 2-time best-selling author, a 3-time author, to match a bunch of other things I can say. But I think more importantly, that I'm happy, right, going into 36. And I always thought, like, I'll feel old. I don't feel old at all, 36. I just did a 24-hour shift on the corner at 30, going on 36. I'm out doing the young boys right now, the young kings right now. But I feel so good about it because I know I'm truly, and I encourage everybody to find your passion and your purpose, because I'm truly walking in my purpose to the fullest. the most invigorating feeling in the world. The most, I don't even know another word to describe it. To walk in your purpose, to walk in your passion is the best feeling in the world. And I thank God throughout this long ass journey I've been on. Y'all don't even know. I'll tell y'all some of the stories. You know half the stories, man. It's been a rough life. For all the cars, watches, and fancy events I go to and all those things, it's been a rough fucking life. And I thank God for bringing me through that fire and molding me like clay to be who I am today. Because if I didn't go through the tough things I went through in life, the adversity I went through in life, I couldn't be who I am. I wouldn't have the skin to deal with it. I wouldn't have the patience to deal with it. I wouldn't have the empathy and compassion to deal with it. So, you know, again, this is just black love in the flesh. I think it's very important that our men, African men in America, we step up and take care of our queens. Like, yo, we gotta ride for our women. Like, yo, if you can't do that, honestly, you don't deserve to be respected as a man if you can't protect, provide, and stand up for your women and for your children. And that's part of the problem, why we're not respected. They don't respect us out here because we're not deserving at this point. We're not earning the respect as black men in America because we're not handling our business. We gotta protect the village. If you're gonna run and let people run through your village, as a man, we just gonna let them just come through the village and just do what they want with our people, with our women, our children. We don't deserve it. And so I say all this in the spirit of love and in the spirit of unity. As again, a human rights activist, I love all people, but I'm not shy. I will not dilute my message about repairing and unifying and receiving and achieving justice for my people. And after we do that, we get on to whoever's next, whoever else needs some love and some help. Right now, my people are in last place and are least amongst us, and we got work to do. So I appreciate everybody on this call, on this scope, on this live. Corey, make sure you save those before you delete them off the phones. On a YouTube live as well. Appreciate all you. This is something different. I want y'all to understand that. That's my hope. When God called me to come to Atlanta, I know I keep carrying on, but this is my time. God called me to come to Atlanta because I knew that our people needed a different role model, a different inspiration, a different culture. And that's what I enjoy about, again, how he made me. It's like, yo, I'm telling y'all, we can be professional and polished and refined and get this money and build wealth and have life insurance and understand taxes and understand credit and debt consolidation and real estate. We can be what we achieve to be and still be us without giving up who we are and still swag out and still have charisma, still be cool and still get money and still party, have fun, but do it all responsibly, but still love our people. That's what I want y'all to get from me. Is, yo, I'm with all the fly shit. But I'm about black love at its core, first, at the core. But I'm about building wealth too. And I'm about a bunch of other fun and cool things. Like, that's all good. Being an activist, you don't gotta be poor, you don't gotta be broke, you don't gotta be even polarizing. You could be cool and corporate. You just love your people. And you want to help them. You don't want to help just their civil rights, but their human rights. And so I think when, again, all you read the solution, tell you, go read it probably in one night. It's an easy read. When you read the solution, it's going to put us all on the same page. We know all we now operate off the same blueprint, off the same black print, off the same model. That's why I want to encourage everybody to read it. Yo, tell your best friend, your bestie, your BFF, your homeboy, your king, your boss queen. Yo, tell them to cop up and grab the book. Everybody needs this. We talking about, we see what's going on. Black Lives Matter and all this, but what's our solution? Well, now we got it. So again, I'm wrapping up, man. Again, appreciate y'all. I'm just passionate. I'm hyped. This is legacy time. Like, this is like, you know, it's time to level up 16. We're about to level up 17. Like, yo, this is the fourth quarter. We got to step up. I'm just here to lead by example. So again, appreciate y'all. And let me know your feedback. When you get the book, I want to know your feedback. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I think it's all that good or great and that concise and clear. Maybe it's, I don't know. But I want to know what y'all think. Tonight, 2 books for $2, or purchase the hard copies, have them shipped out to you, or get the ebooks, get both. Right? Get your hard copy and get your ebook. Get the ebook right now, read it. Hit me on Instagram tomorrow, Twitter, and let me know what you thought. Let me know if this book is clarity for you, if it's action steps for you. And let's build and let's grow. And then Lord of My Land, again, for those who want home ownership, it's just the blueprints. It's the household book. Lord of My Land should be like everybody's coffee table. Everybody's coffee table. It's the basics. All right, man. I'm out. JM, Young Malcolm, man. It's legacy time. Just remember this day in history right here. Peace. Peace.
For whatever reason, it's still recording, but it's stuck on that road.
What's happened? That was what? FaceTime?
No, it's Periscope.
Oh, so your phone?
Still recording.
Yeah.
Just turn it on. Yeah, but your Periscope started jumping. Like, yeah, you got like 1,300 live viewers. It was like 800 at one point altogether. Feel like somebody shouted you out. Somebody big must have shouted you out or something like that. It's the most you ever had. It's no I've been recording.
You should look at them donuts.
People really want that book.
Oh, this is still on broadcast. What up, though? Corey said we have Facebook Live jumping, Periscope jumping, and I appreciate y'all. YouTube, share this YouTube on your Facebooks. Like, let's put in work, man. Like, we blessed right now. We got a blueprint. We just got to get to work. Big, audacious goals. Peace.